there anyone joining me tonight? Yay! We'll let people jump in the room. Hello. Let's let this play through one more time and the show. Hi, you guys. Good evening. Or if you're over on the East Coast, down south, it's morning, isn't it? Wait, did I pin my PayPal? Where is it? I thought I pinned it, but I don't see it. I don't see it pinned anywhere. Is this the, let me look at this. Oops. Did I actually pin it? Well, I looked up ways to pin things, and then all of a sudden, question and answer thing came up. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to pin it to the question and answer. I don't see it anywhere. Also, you guys, I'm working on so that when people watch back my lives, they can see the chat. And I watched a video last night about 3 times so I wouldn't miss anything. You have to go down to comments in the channel content, and where it says when people leave comments, there's an area where it says allow all comments, or the ones that aren't so nice reviewed. Well, you have to hit on all in every video. Plus, you've got to go up over to customization in the heck am I trying to say, you guys? Words just escape me. In the, whatever it's called, the menu. Hit customization and live chat comes up, and you have to make sure there's a check in that for every video. And there was, and all the comments are on. So I go over and I check, and not one of them has live chat. And it's just weird. So then I'm like, okay, am I supposed to wait 24 hours? Well, I was finagling with that at 4 in the morning. So maybe in 10, 11, 12, and 7 more hours, if I'm awake that long, and I probably will be, check it then. So I'm trying. Hi, everybody. Mama Shell, Janine, Art Ghost Show. Stars above. It's pinned at the top. You got it. Thank you. Will you notice it's in the question and answer? Oh, Tina, I saw it pinned when I came in. Oh, nice, nice. Now, will I remember how to do that again? Look at my darn notes. Pin a StreamYard link, youtube.com. Go to channel, open live, copy, paste, write stream, comments, click 3 dots. I mean, it seems pretty basic once you get the hang of it. Hi, Barbara Smith. Reggie Be Good. Hello. Hi, everybody. So it's Sunday night. Weekend went by fast as usual. It's already been 9 minutes. All right, so Tony the Tiger, or Tiger the Tony, which is what he really goes by on his avatar. He's a regular, right, over at Dolly Vision, been up on panels with me many times. He's been in here. He told me, a lady told me about Zoe Felix, right, in Topeka, Kansas. I need to look into her. And I looked into his first because apparently she killed her parents. Now, and I was covering the Susan Smith and them, and that was, right, a mother killing her children. So I was sort of trying to stay on the same kind of wavelength thing. But anyway, I looked at her case briefly, and she killed, was it her mother and father, or just her mother and her kids? And it was a little convoluted and a little involved at this point of what I'm trying to bring across to people. So I'll touch upon that case, Tony, if you ever see this video at a later date, and the one in Topeka, Kansas. I don't want you guys to feel ignored. So what I did was I was like, I wonder if there's a name for, well, the kitten's mewing, for children that kill their parents. Sure enough, there is. Okay. Now, I have it on my title, but I've forgotten little teeny parts of it. So, Matricide, right, means children that kill their mother. Patricide is killing their father. And Parricide are the parents. Now I scrolled down, on Google, and there's sororicide for, guess what? Killing your sister. I mean, wow. They have actual names. So I pulled up Killer Kids, 14 cases of children murdering their parents. And there's a lot more than that. And this was back in 2015. This is just a few stories I'm going to read. They're pretty horrific. Trigger warning. Hi, Nikki B. If anybody, doesn't want to hear some of these details or whatever. I'm not trying to be all shock value on my channel. I'm trying to stay in the theme of things, sort of. I didn't want to go ahead and pull up that lady in Texas, that killed her children and spraying the silly string all over her. Silly string. Is that what it's called? That pink string, that's kind of gooey and goes all over the place. She was at the graveyard of her 3 or I think honestly 5 kids. Can't remember her name, but she was smiling and laughing and chewing gum, snapping her gum. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know. Oh, hi, Tattooed Rebel. Much love, respect to you and all in chat. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Matricide, where children, that's the name when they kill their mom. Patricide, when they kill their father. And Parricide, when they kill their parents. Hi, everybody. Yes, I did. Art Go Show is in Italy. I said Australia the other day. I made the mistake. So if you ever catch that Art Go Show, I was saying Melieho. I think is Lulu from Australia or Britain? That looks British. Anyway, there's 3, almost 4 people now. But yeah, okay, so this one right here are the 2 boys. See, it's written in 2015. So there's been hundreds more since then. Arson, murder, and pedophilia. Is it pedophilia or pedo? I guess it doesn't matter. They look so young. Good grief. Alex and Derek King were a pair of pimply, scruffy Florida boys on the cusp of adolescence. Their troubled youths and broken family had them bouncing around from place to place until they finally both wound up living with their father in 2001. Alex was 12 and Derek was 13 when the boys struck up a friendship with an adult named Rick Chavez, a friend of their dad's. Alex and Rick embarked on a homosexual relationship that had 12-year-old Alex declaring in notes found later that before I met Rick, I was straight, but now I am gay. Investigators also found a photo of Alex placed over Chavez's bed. Neither King brother liked their father, so a murder plot was hatched whereby they'd kill him so they could move in with Chavez. Wow. When firefighters responded to a call at the King house in November 2001, they noticed 40-year-old Terry King dead on a couch. Oh my gosh, you guys, trigger warning. His face bashed in and his skull split open. Testimonies conflicted over multiple trials, and it was unclear who actually swung the bat that killed Terry King. Both brothers eventually pleaded guilty to third-degree murder and arson. Alex was released from prison in 2008 and Derek in 2009. Chavez will be eligible for parole in 2028? What? The boys got released, you guys, from prison. They did this in 2001, and 7 and 8 years later, they were released. Why? I don't know. And Chavez will be eligible for parole in 2028. Maybe Chavez is the one that swung the, but still, they killed him. Oh my gosh. All right, see, these are quick, little kind of quips. That's why I thought I'd read these. Here's another one. He shaved, put on a suit, walked downstairs, and shot his family. Hi, Christy Kids. Hi, baby girl. Hi, Justice Jane. Thank you for coming by. Be spectacled and doughy. Doughy. Lowell Lee Andrews appeared more like a stamp collector than a mass murderer. His hometown newspaper in Kansas even dubbed him the nicest boy in Wolcott. While visiting his family for the Thanksgiving holiday in 1958, the 18-year-old zoology major read a Dostoevsky novel upstairs while his mom, dad, and sister huddled around a TV downstairs. After he was finished reading, he shaved, put on a suit, walked downstairs with a revolver and a rifle. It was so sad. Trigger warning. He shot his sister, Jenny Marie. Oh, God, you guys. I didn't know this was going to be so graphic. Right between the eyes, killing her with one bullet. He planted 6 bullets in his mother and another 17 in his father, who finally succumbed while crawling to the kitchen for safety. Lowell then went to see a movie, tossed his guns in a river, then came back home and notified police that his parents had been shot. Officers became suspicious at his emotionless demeanor. A family minister who was visiting the crime scene finally persuaded Lowell to confess. He did, adding that he felt absolutely nothing while killing his parents and later claiming, "I just don't know why I did it." He was executed by hanging in November 1962. Wow, you guys. Okay. Argument over punk rock cassette leads to axe slaying of 4 family members. Good grief, you guys. This guy. Friends at his Minnesota high school described David Brahm as a sweet guy who wouldn't step on a flower, but his gentle facade masked a dark side, which he indulged by listening to hardcore punk and thrash music, such as Suicidal Tendencies. One evening in February 1988, after allegedly quarreling with his father about the music on one of his cassettes, Brahm grabbed a large axe and with 56 mighty blows bludgeoned his father, mother, sister, and brother to death. He appeared the next day at school with a new black-dyed mohawk haircut and bragged to a female student that he'd killed his family. A judge accused Brahm of having a pathetically sick, depressed mind while sentencing him to life in prison. These are like so depressing. Any more people in here? No? No more people over here on a 11, 12, almost 1 in the morning. It is kind of late, isn't it? Here's another one. Her 300-year-old vampire boyfriend told her to do it. What? Oh, yeah, I do. I say make sure your notification is set on all, right? That's okay. Little Jasmine Richardson of the Canadian burg of Medicine Hat, Alberta, was only 12 years old when she fell in love with a 23-year-old man named Jeremy Steinke, who allegedly claimed to be a 300-year-old werewolf who loved the taste of blood. Naturally, Jasmine's family did not approve, so naturally, Jeremy and some friends watched the film Natural Born Killers, in which a pair of gun-toting, love-struck goofballs murder the girl's parents. Hours later on that evening in April 2006, Jeremy and Jasmine would leave her parents and her little brother Jacob dead from stabbing and slashing. Her father had been so severely gutted, there was almost no blood left in his body when police found him. Both Jeremy and Jasmine were found guilty of 3 counts of murder. Jasmine is thought to be the youngest person ever convicted of murder in Canada. Due to her age at the time of the murder, she received a maximum 10-year sentence, of which she served only 4 years before her release. That must have been maybe why the Alex and the other boy got out after killing their dad. Jeremy will be in prison for the rest of his life, which, since he's a werewolf, could be forever. Okay. Here's the next one. The world's only fatal atomic wedgie, you guys. Are you serious? Giving one another wedgies is an odd, anally focused, and possibly homoerotic male bonding ritual performed among a select group of sadistic, douchey males. A regular wedgie involves pulling up your dude bro friend's underwear so high that it causes him pain. An atomic wedgie, which is thought to be so difficult as to defy the laws of physics, involves pulling the underwear all the way up over the victim's head. Okay, I didn't know that. In 2013, when Bradley Davis of McLeod, Oklahoma, got into a fight with his stepdad, Denver St. Clair, after the latter allegedly made snide comments about Davis's mom, Davis knocked him unconscious, gave him an atomic wedgie, and then took photos of his handiwork. But the underwear's waistband would prove fatal for St. Clair as it choked him to death. There's no way I ever thought that could have happened, gasped Davis. I was panicked, mad, scared. Things got out of hand. Technically, things got out of ass, but I'm not one to quibble. Davis pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter in what is quite possibly the world's only recorded case of a fatal atomic wedgie. Hi, Barbara Smith. Hi, everybody. Oh, goodness sakes. Then we've got the Killer brothers. Blame it on daddy's diddling. The Menendez brothers, very quick here. I think most of us remember these brothers. They look different today. Joseph Lyle Menendez and his brother Eric seemed to have it all. All, that is, except everything that their parents owned, which was a lot, seeing as their dad was a wealthy entertainment executive and they lived in a Beverly Hills mansion formerly inhabited by Elton John and Prince. No, not at the same time. Not that there'd be anything wrong with that. I'm reading what's here. But having little success in their personal lives, these two parricidal, jet-setting rich boys grabbed a shotgun one night in August 1989 and pumped so much lead into their parents that they were unrecognizable. Their demeanor seemed a trifle iffy at their parents' funeral, as did the fact that they blew an estimated $1 million of their inheritance within the first 6 months of murdering their folks. After finally being charged with murder, their female defense lawyer opened a smelly can of worms by accusing Eric and Lyle's father of molesting them for years, until they finally exploded in a fatal act of rape survivor rage. Whoops, I can't say that word. Well, maybe I can because I'm not monetized. are survivor age. The defense strategy didn't work. Both brothers are serving life imprisonment. Goodness gracious. Oops. There's no picture. Here's the next one. Stabs 3 family members to death, fabricates a hate crime. The member of an Asian family living in Australia, Seth Gonzalez, displayed strange behavior that pegged him as an odd bird indeed. He posed topless on a tribute website to him that he pretended was set up by a family friend, but it was entirely done by him. He was also a liar who told friends for years that he had cancer. He found himself a failure at age 21 and decided to kill his family, ostensibly to get his grubby paws on their fortune. One afternoon in July 2001, he came home, grabbed 2 long knives from the kitchen, walked into his sister's bedroom, then strangled, bludgeoned, stabbed her until she was dead. About an hour later, when his mother came home, he killed her too. Then a little over an hour after that, when his dad arrived home, Seth stabbed him to death, puncturing a lung and partially severing his spine. To cover his tracks, he painted F off Asians, KKK. I'm not even kidding, on one of the walls. But his pathological lying led to several contradictory statements and the discovery of a previous bungled plot to kill his family with poisonous beans. Gonzalez was arrested and convicted of murder. Wow, this is crazy. Hi, Undercover Mermaid. Hello. Hi, Laughing Stock. Damn those whitey righties. Oh my God. I thought they were called whitey tighties. Well, okay. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with me while I read these bizarre articles on children who have killed their parents or one parent or both, including siblings. So when it's the whole family, matricide, patricide, both parents, soricide, it's soricide with a sister. Sorority is a girl. Fraternity is a boy. So would it be sorority if you kill your brother? I wonder. Are you seeing my comments? No, I'm not. Well, I mean, I saw one up here. Thank you for coming over and thank you, for sending them over. I saw that one. Are there any others? Are there more? Wait, new comments. Comments. Whoops. 10 p.m. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock my time. Yeah, I was saying, you were saying what? I'll wait and you were saying it was 10 p.m.? I'm confused. I'm always a little confused, aren't I? Oh, good night, Tina. I have to work in the morning. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Rebel. I love you and your wife and your whole family so much. Really sweet, good people. You guys, please sub up to Tattooed Rebel 2229 and Tattooed Angel 2229. Great programming. They put a lot out there. They have mad respect and love for veterans. Thank you, Rebel. See ya. Keep it up and I'll see you on my channel soon. Yes, I have your notifications on all. So if my iPad is on, I'll catch them. If I'm sleeping, but luckily your shows are later on and I'm 3 hours earlier, so it seems to work pretty good. I'll see you over there. Hi, Tony. Hello. Night all. Tattooed Rebels hitting the hay. Yeah, Tony, I'm talking about rather depressing stories. I'm just incidences, cases, whatever you want to call them from the past. Okay. I don't know, like, okay. this is what it says. I think I'm allowed to say the word rapist because I'm not monetized. Rapist dad doesn't deserve to live. Okay, another story, number 8. There's 14. According to Stacy Lannert, her father started molesting her when she was in 3rd grade. It quickly developed into full-on, you know what, usually when her dad was so drunk that her mom would kick him out of her bedroom. He would often, you know what, on Stacy, which sometimes brought her, okay. So she felt a lot of shame and confusion. He also became violent toward her when she resisted his advances. Gosh, poor girl. Even when her mom found Stacy's clothing or heard her crying while down in the basement with her dad, she did nothing. It's just sick, you guys. Just sick. When her dad began abusing her younger daughter, Christy, in 1990, so she had a child, and then the dad was molesting her little girl. She decided it was finally high time to kill Dad. On July 4th, she grabbed a rifle and shot at him while he was asleep, hitting his collarbone. He bolted awake, unaware he'd been shot, and yelled at Stacy to call 911. When he started berating her for taking so long to make the call, she says she thought to herself, he doesn't deserve to live, and shot him fatally in the head. In 2009, weighing Christie's abuse at her father's hands, Missouri's governor commuted her life sentence to 20 years. She was released after serving 18. Okay, this one's pretty horrific too. They have a picture of the guy. I mean, he looks fairly normal, except maybe those eyes, right? Soricide, sister. Oh, fraticide, bro. Okay, yeah. Thank you for coming over, you guys, and keeping me company. All right. So, dumped mom in a ditch, threw one brother off a bridge, tossed another brother in the trash. I know you guys just read that. In June 2015, after arguing with his mother about whether he put his girlfriend and kids above the rest of his family, 25-year-old Roberto Martinez Marinero of Omaha, Nebraska, beat his mother with a baseball bat and repeatedly stabbed her before dumping her still living body in a ditch, you guys. His mother would die of the wounds she sustained. I need to have trigger warning across here. Like, I'll type it at this point. I should have done it before, and then I'll just post it. I'm just going to type trigger warning. Whoops. Oops. I don't know. Hi, just a small town girl. Hello. Thank you for coming over. I should have put this up a long time ago. I'm just going to leave it up there for this show. I should have put it up there at the very beginning. I haven't read these before. I didn't know how graphic they were going to be. This is number 9, and there's 5 more. They're short. They explain this stuff, these cases, in a short little quippy way, which I kind of liked. This is argument over bad grades leads to fatal head blow. Goodness gracious. Tyler Blanzett was a struggling college biology student who argued with his mother in May 2015 about his crappy grades at the University of Alabama. The argument escalated to where he killed his mother with a single strike to the head. It is unknown whether he plans to continue his biology studies while in prison. That's all that's here, you guys, on that. That's it. Maybe that's a good thing. She poured gas on Dad and set him ablaze. Hi, Sidekick. Put it in a banner. Yeah, it's in a banner now, right? Sidekick, isn't that called a banner? If it isn't, it's all I can do at this point. Please hit the like, you guys. All right. In 2011, Indiana native Nina Holbrook poured gasoline on her 50-year-old father, lit him on fire with a candle, and left him to flail about in agony till he finally died of burn wounds. When authorities asked Nina what she'd done, she matter-of-factly said, "I torched him." She tried using a mental illness defense. After all, what sane person pours gasoline on their dad and sets him ablaze? But she was sentenced to 55 years in prison for murder. Wow. Whoops. Wow. Pushed toward a murderous sort of perfection. So that makes me think maybe her parents were, wanted her to, or were perfectionists or something. I don't know. We'll read it together here. She looks young, yeah. Esme Tsang, probably the T's probably silent, who knows, was a sensitive teen living in the boring square town of Overland Park, Kansas. In various blog postings, Esme complains that her success-driven Chinese parents were so overbearing that she felt suffocated. For instance, she says they grounded her for scoring 96% on an exam. Told her they would move to another school district to punish her because she got 3 B's on a report card, and threatened to sell her piano if her behavior didn't improve. Wow. Hi, Kathy Blanks. That's really sad, you guys. She's like doing the best she can. They're not happy with B's. They're not happy with 96%. With my family, even if you get a D and you pass, I mean, as long as you try, I'm not, I don't know. Then one day in August 2005, Esme grabbed a knife and stabbed her mother to death. Wow. Okay, now I remember this face. Some of you might remember this face. Kills his parents at night, shoots up the school cafeteria the next morning. I want to say this is either in Alaska or Washington State, but then again, maybe not. Oh, it's in Oregon. Kip Kinkle lived with his family above a trout stream in the bucolic town of Springfield, Oregon. But despite his freckly face and veneer of normalcy, something troubling burbled beneath the surface. In his middle school yearbook, he was selected most likely to start World War III. He reportedly boasted of lighting firecrackers. What? He reportedly boasted of lighting firecrackers in cats' mouths and skinning a squirrel alive. God. Kip's obsession with guns and violence led his father, fatally, to decide it could be managed by purchasing him guns in order to rechannel his unhealthy fixation into a benign hobby. One night in May 1998, Kip used a .22 caliber rifle his dad had bought him to murder both of his parents. Before shooting his mother, he allegedly told her, "I love you, Mom." The next morning, he drove his parents' car to school and fired 51 rounds in the school cafeteria, killing one and injuring 23 others. Okay, this one's downright gross, and I think it's the last one. I mean, they're all gross, but tried to pass off the chopped up salted corpses as barbecued pork. This story was actually on Coffee House True Crime, and I highly recommend it. He has millions of subscribers, and he's a British guy named Adrian, and he's got a kind of a dry sense of humor in with his accent, in with these stories, and they're true crime from all over the world, all over Asia, Africa. He does the United States. They're all over, right? Australia, Poland, wherever. And I counted, and I had seen 150, which are all of them when he started a little over a year ago. Every Monday he puts out a new one. And I'm behind now, a couple of Mondays, but yeah, he's really, really good. And beautiful pictures. You know, you really get into the setting of where these things are happening. He talks about where they're from a little bit, whether it's a part of Texas or a beautiful part of Australia, you know. Okay, one would think that if you're going to murder your parents, you would have the taste and discretion not to brag about it on social media, but that's exactly what Henry Chow of Hong Kong did. Yeah, he covered this story. Adrian did. But that's exactly what Henry Chow of Hong Kong did on a WhatsApp group after he murdered his parents in 2013. After being indicted for murder, Chow explained to police he instructed his dim-witted friend Angus Sue to chop up his parents' corpses, salt them, bake them in the hopes it would all look like barbecued pork rather than dead human bodies. I don't want my son especially, or my daughter, to hear me say this stuff too loud. Investigators would find microwaved human flesh in the victims' heads in 2 separate refrigerators. In videos shown to the jury, Chow spoke of persistent difficulties communicating with his parents and gave an oddball explanation for the murder. I thought that if I could resolve the emotional connection with my parents, it would be a solution. If they died, I could be reborn. What on earth? Oh, Lord. Undercover, you saw that one? This last one that I read? Oh, I was hard on myself and a straight A student. But my older sister, oh, she passed away. You have Rip up here, used to say, C's get degrees, and she did. That's by Undercover Mermaid. Kathy Blanks, my daughter lives there in Oregon. Was that the Oregon story? Undercover, I'm in Alabama. Put it in a banner. I already did that. Wow, you guys. I'm so excited. I paid the $25. I saved it on my card. I paid it, and I have unlimited streaming now per month. And then I'm charged another $25 in 30 days or whatever. So I'm really quite happy about that. Tony, since you asked to come up before, would you like to come up on panel? I'll put the link in, and you come up if you'd like to, and you can, we can discuss that case that you told me about in Kentucky, in Whitley County, Kentucky. You know, say what you know about it if you want, and things like this, or anything else, you know, you want to talk about. So I'll put the link in for just Tony this time, okay? We'll take one at a time kind of deal. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, invite, copy, and paste. It worked! Yoo-hoo! See, I did it. I have to push like 3 times. You do not touch the StreamYard link. You go straight to copy, and then where you want to copy it. For 8 days, I was touching the darn StreamYard link. Oh, yeah, John List. I do remember that. His mother, his wife, the 4 children. That was in the 70s, right? Or the 80s? And wasn't he like a professed pastor guy even? Wasn't he? And he's still missing, right? They haven't found him yet, correct? He's out there somewhere, not floating, but. All right, there's the link, Tony. Come on. Good Lord, such depressing, very depressing stuff. Okay, I don't see anyone in back yet. Is Tony still here? There's the link. I'm not sure if I'll have good sound or not, but can try. Yeah, go for it. Try it. Because you wanted to come up like 2 shows ago or something. She's such a good mama kitty, you guys. Like, she'll take a little breather, but every 10 minutes, it seems like she's back in there laying with him. There's Tiger the Tony. Okay, let me hit on it. Add to stage. And there you are. Go ahead and talk, Tiger. We'll see if we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, you're really clear.
I was having all kinds of trouble last night. I don't know what happened.
That's great. There you are. It sounds good, doesn't it, chat? Thumbs up if it sounds good. Does to me. Oh, did you catch most of this show? Like all 14 of these crazy, weird cases? Or did you come in later on?
I come in way later. Like number 9.
Oh, like number 9. Atomic wedgies and axe slings. And it's just, you know, I don't want to get desensitized, right? And I'm sure you don't either, to all this horrific kind of stuff, you know?
Did you ever look that girl up?
Yes, I said that in the beginning of my show. I actually did. I brought up very briefly the Zoe Felix from Topeka, Kansas, because I was given that case on here. I'm assuming she's missing. And then yours, which is Courtney Taylor in Whitley County, Kentucky, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And I looked it up, and she killed her two kids, I believe, and a mom or dad. Was it her
No,
mom or her?
no, it was her husband and her two kids.
Oh, that's right.
One
See?
was 12, one was 16. It was all over money. And actually, the man she killed was her husband, and his family was a big wig. They run the jail, they run the courts, all that. So they had to
Wow.
ship her way away from here.
Wow. Now
No trial here. It's all federal now.
wow. Was this recent?
It's about 2 or 3 years ago. And
Oh,
the reason I bring it up because it's on the same street I live on, 7 miles straight. Oh wait, 6 miles straight on the same road,
oh,
same side
oh
of the
my,
road and everything, just a straight. She lives at the
wow.
end of, or she lived at the beginning of my road, and I live at the end.
Wow. That's just
Yeah,
incredible.
I went to school with the girl too. You never think she would do anything like that, but yeah,
Wow, you did? You went to school with her? Wow.
yeah.
Jeez. I'm so glad your sound is doing okay. Why do you think it is? Is it your internet?
I'm thinking, yeah, it's either that or the weather.
Yeah.
I run off a tablet. I run my hotspot. I run on a tablet. I use
Okay.
Verizon, if you know anything about that.
Uh, I'm
It
like
just ain't
Xfinity
it
or
ain't
something.
good sometimes, you know. Sometimes it
Yeah,
just ain't no good.
my internet is really slow because I pay for like the most basic of basic, but it does pretty good. I mean, the picture's pretty clear, and when I hear back some of my videos, my volume's pretty clear, so I don't know, can't complain.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so what is it that you wanted me to do with that case? Just talk about it, shed some light on it.
Yeah,
Did she go to
just
prison?
look into it.
Is
Yeah,
she
she's in jail now. Her trial was supposed to be in June 23rd, but I ain't heard nothing about it.
June 23rd? Okay.
Yeah, of this year, but I didn't hear nothing about it.
Gee. Yeah, I'll have to well, where is it? It's down here.
And there's another case too that was recent. It was a Jordan Taylor from Woodbine, Kentucky, which that was my old stomping ground. He killed his old lady's daughter, and I think she was only 20. See, the woman was 23, and her daughter was like 2 or 3, and that just happened right down the road too, which that's about um 25 miles away.
Wow.
Yeah, his name was
See,
Jordan Taylor, Woodbine,
this is
Kentucky.
proof I pulled it up earlier because I was able to get to it right away. Courtney Taylor, 44, who allegedly also
Yeah,
tried to
that's it.
commit suicide, told police she shot her family in 2017 after dispute over money.
Yeah, she tried
And
to get
then,
suicide by cop. She drew the gun
oh,
at him. When they balked it, she drew the gun even though it's unloaded. They shot her twice in the chest, but she lived.
wow. Is that her in the blonde hair when she's younger?
No, that's her daughter.
Well, that's her daughter, but what about the one in the blonde hair? Maybe that's her when her daughter
No,
was younger.
no,
No?
no.
Oh,
Her daughter, she killed her 12-year-old and her 16-year-old. But she's the one in the pink.
right, right. Okay, wow. Something else.
Oh, wait, no, no, no. Okay, that first picture is her and her baby girl. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because the nose looked the
It's hard
same.
to see.
Haircut was similar, but
It
a
was,
different
yeah, it was
color.
hard to see. Yeah, that
Okay.
first one was her and her baby girl. Yeah, and the oldest girl's boyfriend's one that found them, and then he
Wow,
called the
really?
police. Yeah, he called the police, and she pulled a gun on him. They shot her twice in the chest, then sent her to University of Kentucky Medical Center, and she survived.
Isn't that something? Let me peek at the comments really quick. What was that? How old was the? Okay, so I think, listen to this. It says, who is Courtney Taylor? And down on the bottom part, it says she was sentenced Wednesday to life in prison. I'm
Okay,
not
well,
kidding. So maybe she
okay,
was
well, that's good
sentenced.
news.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh,
said I hope she don't get the death penalty. I hope she gets life. That way she gets to sit there and suffer every day thinking about what the hell she did.
that's right. Oh, gosh, you
She
guys.
had beautiful daughters too,
Yeah,
and they
look
was
at.
good kids. You know, they was good in school.
Killed those two girls and her husband.
Shot them
She
point
didn't want
blank
them
range when
growing
her
up without a mother.
yeah, that's all three of them right there. Yeah, she said the reason she went ahead and killed the girls too is because she didn't want to go with a mother without a mother or a father. She knew she was going to prison. And it was over $195,000. I know the inside of it. It was over $195,000. She had in the bank. She went to go get it a little bit. She only had 60 left, so she went and shot him and said, "Well, since they ain't gonna be able to have a mother or a father, I went ahead and took them out too."
Gee, I'll read this right here, okay? A
Right.
Kentucky mom who allegedly admitted to shooting her husband and two teen daughters to death was sentenced Wednesday to life in prison. When was this written? This was written June 25th, 2020.
Okay,
Okay,
20
so,
encouragement trials.
right. So it happened in 2017. So 3 years later, she got sentenced, it's looking like.
Oh hell, I thought it happened like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. Time flies.
Yeah, exactly. The special prosecutor said Courtney Taylor, 44, also claimed to have attempted suicide that day in 2017. The motive for the shootings, according to testimony from a Kentucky State Police detective, involved a dispute with her husband over a depleted $264,000 cash settlement deposited 6 months earlier, with Taylor writing in a letter that she shot her kids because she didn't want them growing up without a mother. Taylor was sentenced after entering an Alford plea, which maintains her innocence but concedes that she believed the prosecutor had enough evidence to convict her. Her plea averted a trial in which prosecutors had planned to recommend the death penalty. The bodies of Larry Taylor, 56, and daughters Jessie Taylor, 18, and Jolie Taylor, 13, all were found shot in their separate bedrooms of the family's Williamsburg home.
Yep.
Officers who responded to the January 13, 2017 incident were met by Courtney Taylor pointing a 9mm handgun at them, resulting in Whitley County Sheriff's Deputy Jonas Saunders firing 2 shots that struck Taylor, put her in the hospital for about 2 weeks. From her hospital bed, Taylor gave police a lengthy recorded statement in which she blamed her husband for spending most of a workers' compensation settlement that she'd received about 6 months prior to the shooting. Taylor otherwise claimed no memory of the killings, which prosecutor Jackie Steele weighed while considering 3 factors that affected the decision to accept the Alford plea. One is the drug use, which she said she participated in while trying to commit suicide that day. Whether or not she did, I don't know. The second thing is where she was shot twice in effectuating her arrest. Post-traumatic trauma syndrome is a possibility where there can be memory loss. Also, she had multiple surgeries and was under anesthesia for the 2 gunshot wounds for several days after the events, which can also cause some memory loss. Taking those 3 factors, there was a possibility that she couldn't remember anything.
Yeah. I thought it was only like 195 or 175 to 195. I didn't know it was 245, 265, whatever you said it was.
Yeah, I mean a little bit more, but
I knew it was
gosh.
over money, but I just heard a different price.
Yeah. Why does she say though she had to I mean, what? Because she knew by killing the husband, he'd be dead. She would go away and the girls wouldn't have a mother, so she kills them too.
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
her
that's
excuse. Yeah,
ridiculous. This is her now,
yeah,
or then, I mean, in 2020. Courtney
yeah.
Taylor.
They did have her in
Wow.
pink because she's crazy, but now I guess they got in regular clothes now.
What? They put you in pink jail
They put you in
outfits
different. Yeah,
if
no,
you're
they.
pregnant?
Yeah, they put you in different. No, if something's wrong with you, you're handicapped, they'll put you in purple. If you're crazy, they'll put you in pink, and if you're just a regular whatever, they'll put you in either straight orange, and if you're a state inmate, they put you in stripes. Yeah, they got different ones for every different colors.
I
And then
didn't know
green is
that.
for they put you in green if you're suicidal.
Green is suicidal. Stripes is what? You're breaking up just a little bit.
State prison, federal.
Oh, state or federal, and then pink is
Yeah.
maternity. And are there more
Well,
colors?
yeah, they got the like a burgundy maroonish. That's for handicap, like say your arm's gone or your legs gone
Oh,
or something.
wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
I
they got
didn't even
different colors
know.
for everything.
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Oh dear.
Well, they do
Wow.
in Kentucky anyway.
Mm-hmm. How unbelievably sad
Yeah,
and
you ain't lying.
scary. Okay, so that's the mother to her children, which is called the not family side, fanticide. No, shoot. Did I write it down? What, familial side? No. What's it called? There's a name for it, you guys. When parents kill their children, or a parent. And now I can't remember. Yeah, it
I
has
don't
been a
know.
couple of days, but
I don't know. Got another word for it.
it starts with F. Does anyone remember what it is in chat? What it's called? Oh, familla. There it is. Familicide. Thank you,
Side.
Christine Isabel. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Familicide. Wow. Oof. So, what's going on in your neck of the woods down there in Kentucky?
Mm-hmm. A big drug problem, pretty much.
What?
Big drug problem, pretty much. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah,
In like the
that
whole
white
state
stuff.
or just your area mostly?
My county for sure. And well, and the surrounding counties. That's about all that's going on around here.
That's really
That one,
scary.
that one that starts with the M,
Oh, M.
methamphetamine. Yeah,
Mm,
methamphetamine. I would say it since you ain't monetized.
yeah, I'm not monetized. Probably never will be. I'm still going to be cautious about saying things, but I was
Like,
reading the guidelines and the TOS, and they kept saying things like, if you talk about selling it, is the big problem, not saying the words. Like, I even typed in like pharmaceutical drug names. Can you say those? And can you swear? I mean, I don't want to swear, but if I swear or someone on
right,
panel
yeah.
and you're not
Everything
monetized, is
slips
it
up. Yeah.
what?
Everything slips up. Everything slips up sometimes.
Yeah, and they're really okay. I mean, they're okay with the B word, the SHI, you know what, T word. They're okay
Yeah.
with a few things. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Are
But yeah,
you
that's gonna work.
are you in Whitley County then? You must be,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
because
in Whitley
you're
County.
6 stories down or something. You
Six
know what?
miles.
I can't. What?
6 miles.
6 miles. I
Yeah.
can't stop thinking about what I saw last night. And I'm not going to get into the propaganda war, all this, but did you even hear about those terrorist paragliders paragliding during the
Over
day?
in Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. They killed
And
1,000 people.
yeah, and they snatched people up
Yeah.
right there, and they filmed it, and you couldn't pay me to watch it. I would be scarred, but
Yeah,
I
I
guess
watched
it's
it this
out
morning.
there. What?
I watched it this morning. I was like, holy shit, here it comes.
Yeah. Yeah. It does nearly look like a Mad Max kind of deal.
Yeah.
I didn't see the whole movie. I saw like little parts of it when it was being introduced way back. Well, what are you doing, Meows? So how's your kitty doing? You have a cat, right?
He's doing good, but I'm gonna have to get him fixed because he's starting to spray.
Oh, yeah, the spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
See,
okay
Ginger.
if I can get him in here and get him laying with me, and he's
Yeah.
fine. But when he was sniffing around, I gotta put him back outside.
Did he do the yowling? It's called caterwauling because I looked it up at the windows and stuff.
No,
Did he stop doing
no,
that?
he never done it. He had a stroke back when he was like 2 weeks old, and so he
Oh.
never got the talking part.
Oh.
He'll whisper a little meow every now and then. But
Yeah.
yeah, he don't talk much. He just likes
Right.
to get up and run around.
Mm-hmm.
But I got 33 altogether.
You got what?
33
33 what?
cats.
What?
No, wait, no, never mind. Lisa just told me there's 40 now.
33
40?
cats. Am I
No,
hearing that?
no, no. Yeah, you're hearing it right. But no, it's 40 now. I didn't know there's 7 more.
You mean they're like
Right.
all around your house
Yeah, they're at my
and
house.
you're taking care of them?
Yeah. We go through so much cat food. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go do a GoFundMe just so I can feed them all. Started
Yeah.
out as a rescue, and now I got
That's
40.
really nice of
But
you.
I
You know
thought
what I mean?
I thought I only had 33 though. That's the funny part. And then Lisa just now tells me, no, 40 now.
33?
I thought 33, but no, it's 40.
They're not in your house, are they?
Lord no, I only got one that comes in here. And that's Cornell, the one that
Right,
had a
that's what
stroke.
I mean.
He's
They're
all,
they're all they're all kind of homeless. Are they real feral? All the other ones just out there?
yeah, they're just out there.
Poor
Different
thing.
breeds. I got Siamese. I've got ragdolls,
Wow.
Maine Coons. Um, got them. Most of them's tabby cats.
Where do you
You,
think,
you,
do you think it's people that have cats and then don't get them fixed and just move away? Like how,
no, because I'm not around nobody. No,
well,
they
where
just
are they coming from, do you think?
because I picked up three just to save them, and just boom. Then I picked up five, but from different places just to save them, and that's how it happened.
Wow. And I
Yeah,
thought
and
I had a lot
I got a
of that.
pet cemetery. I got a pet cemetery right in front of the yard. Because I
Oh
mean, really,
man.
my my uh, my front yard's actually the damn highway. My backyard's the interstate. So
Wow.
they get
We
hit a
probably would
lot.
have more people, Tina, but Dumpling is still live. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just reading what somebody wrote. Yeah, I should maybe check when she's going live. Dumpling. I didn't know she was live. Yeah. Well, I think I might wrap this up, Tony, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, that's fine with me. I
I
just
don't
wanted to
really
see if
know
you.
what to even talk about. And we've covered,
I
at
just
least we
want.
covered that story. And it looks like
Yeah,
she
I
was
just want to see if you
sentenced
looked
to
into it.
life. That's good.
Yeah,
She
well,
was
that is
sentenced
good.
to life. And we were able to hear you pretty good.
That's good.
All right. Well, thanks for coming up. I'll see you later.
All right, beautiful. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, look. All right, you
Bye,
too. Bye bye.
Tiger. Bye bye. Hi, folks. Well, it's been an hour and 15 minutes, and I covered I covered some of it there. I'll cover, there's matricide, children that kill their mom, patricide, the ones that kill their dad. Those 14 stories was a little of both, wasn't it? Including the parricide, which would be both parents. Um, yeah, wow. So we did cover some of that, and I'll go now and take a couple Tylenol because I didn't drink enough water today. And thanks everyone for coming by. Really appreciate that. I'll I should schedule too sometime. I'll figure that out. It's just my schedule's precarious, but thank you for coming by. I just don't give a sip. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. I love you. Bye. Thanks, Tony, for coming up, and we'll have more panel guests, another time and that kind of thing. All right. All righty. Please sub and like. I'm really, really happy. When I started this live, I think I was 6 away from 700. That's just like incredible to me. Thanks very much. Bye bye.